Hello, my name is Dr. Giuseppe Paladini. I'm the founder of Stepping Bricks and I'm a property investor and property mentor. So in this video, you can learn everything about myself and what I've done in the property investment world. I get asked a lot, what's my favorite type of property strategy? There's no property strategy that I prefer because they're all tools that need to be in my toolbox, which means that if something goes wrong with one strategy, then I have the other one. Some property strategies are very good for starting out, some property strategies are better for cash flow, and some property strategies are better for capital appreciation. So it really depends on your business plan, because when I get asked, Giuseppe, what do I start with? I always say, depends what you want. How much money do you want per month? How much money do you have now to invest in property? And what is your long-term strategy? Another question I get asked is, if you weren't a property investor, what would you be doing right now? Some of you may know I was a university professor, university lecturer before investing in property. I was working the normal 9 to 5. There was no room for growth and I was away from the family most of the day. I couldn't see my kids. So that was the reason why I started in property. And when you start in property and you ask me, for example, Giuseppe, what do? I always say, why do you want to start in property? Now, the reason for asking that why is because if you don't have a strong reason, a strong inspiration, then it's very difficult to get into this business. For me, it was very strong because for me it was the family and the fact that I wanted to live my life on my own terms. That was the reason why I left a secure permanent job as a university professor and jumped into property. But before I did that, remember, you don't need to quit your job from one day to another one. You need to prepare and you need to plan in advance so you can continue to buy properties, you can continue to have mortgageability. In the eyes of the lenders, you can afford to pay for the mortgage even if you don't have a salary. So if you're planning to quit your 9 to 5 job, wait, learn first, get educated, and then you can move to the next level. Now, what is my favorite deal? The first one. The first one because it got me started. Now, it might not be the most profitable deal, but that got me started, gave me confidence and gave me strength to go to the next level. Every time you start in any field, you know, it could be a business, could be something else, but any time you start, then the hardest part is actually getting started. So once I took the plunge and understood that this was the world I wanted to live in, I put everything into the game because it is a game and you need to learn and you need to play by the rules of the game. Put myself in, studied hard, educated as much as I could, and then I've started to invest in property straight in the month number 2, or when I started to learn about property. That first deal actually allowed me to gain the confidence and then to invest more in property because I thought, hey, this works. You know, it's not just blah, 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 but it actually works. Now, let me get straight here. It's not easy, but if you put in the work and if you get educated and you get the right support, then you can do a lot of things like I did. That gave me the possibility then to quit my 9 to 5 job and to focus on my family, to have more time for myself and to have more time to help more people. So once you define your why and your goal, your big goal for investing in property, then you need to understand the 3 levels of wealth. Generally, you hear about financial freedom, financial independence. However, that's level number 2, and I never aim for that level. I always aim for level number 3. And let me tell you the 3 levels. Number 1 is match your expenses. If you don't know what it is, then download your bank statements and check all your expenses, your outgoings, and see how much you need to replace that outgoing. The second level is match your salary. So if you have a job or you're a freelancer, match whatever you're earning per month. And that is the financial freedom. That is financial independence. So once you reach that goal, that you have that matching salary, then you could potentially leave the job. I'm not saying you have to, but you could, because your income will come from property rather than from your work. The third level of wealth is abundance, financial abundance. And that is the level everybody should aim at, because that defines your lifestyle. Not only you match your expenses, not only you match your salary, but now you have extra money where you can define your lifestyle. Why do I enjoy teaching others? I love teaching others because I love learning. Every time I get taught something, a new world opens for me. I love to share the same knowledge that I receive to other people, because what's the point in keeping all the knowledge for yourself if you can't share it? So what's the point of going to the cinema and watching a movie if you can't say to anybody, oh, that was a great movie? Or what's the point of going to a restaurant, having a nice meal, and then don't share that restaurant with anybody else? So I like sharing, and that's the reason why I love teaching. And I was a professor before, so again, I keep doing what I was doing before, but in a different kind of field. And that's why I love teaching, because I love when people learn and educate themselves and then they define their lifestyle at their own terms. Enough about me. Now let's get straight into the content. There are so many videos in this channel. If you love this content, the only favor that I ask you is to like, subscribe and share with whoever you think they can benefit from these videos. Now remember to comment in the videos, because if you have any questions, you probably don't understand something, just feel free to ask me any clarifications and I'll be there replying to your comments. In the description of each video you will see a contact number and a website. Feel free to contact me there and I'll be there for you. See you later. Bye bye.